Got a question?
Question was, yeah, don't like it though.
You don't like the question?
No. For years, people have said, ooh, we've been buying there for a couple of years now because we saw that shift. And then now this week, and they're all going to pile in and start buying where we've been buying.
All the human beings that are proposing to buy buy-to-let in the next year, a full 25% of them are going to be buying it. Hi, I'm Jess.
I'm Adam.
And we are forthelandlords.com. We help landlords get more money, reduce their hassle and get their time back.
Indeed we do.
Yep. I also thought we should add at this point, right now, we're starting to make it a little bit same beginning every one. We're trying to get more professional, guys. Subscribe and ring the bell. That would be, let's say this is at the beginning, not at the end. And
like
also,
it, like the video.
And like the video.
Yeah.
That'd be like,
apparently that's really important.
Obviously only if you do. And the other thing I thought we should mention is we've done this 1,000 times. We should add that in a little bit. We've bought 1,000 properties.
Oh, I see what you mean. I thought you meant 1,000 videos.
No, not 1,000 properties. We get a comment on YouTube every now and again and go, why should we listen to you guys? Yeah, we have done this 1,000 times, so maybe we haven't said that. Some people watch a video, find a video, and they've got no idea who those guys are. But yeah, we've done 1,000 buy-to-lets so far. So yeah, not that we're experts yet, but we know a few things.
Nice number.
Yeah. This is Adam asks Jess. So, got a question?
Question was, yeah, don't like it though.
All right. You don't like the question?
No.
Oh, it's that one. Yeah, go on.
It's about something that I wanted to keep secret. So the question was, tell me about the Northeast, Adam. Because I'm hearing that it's a really good place to invest.
Right. Yeah,
and yeah, we've kind of known that for a while. I mean, for years, people have said, ooh, don't invest there. Prices don't ever go up. Yeah, you get a good yield. Hate that word. But
you hate it because
it just sounds horrible. Yeah.
It's also,
and I don't like the way people sort of measure things on it.
It's brilliant to work out what you're making versus, but people generally use the wrong two numbers to work it out.
They do. However, we've been buying there for a couple of years now because we saw that shift, and then now this week, thanks to some of the broadsheets, they've stopped talking about it.
It was in the Telegraph. It was in the Telegraph. So
disclaimer: I don't read the Telegraph.
Well, it was on the website, and you can't read down any below. But we found the source material. We read through it.
But yeah,
you might, and that's fine. That's fine. We don't really listen to much.
I'm really messing. So then it's across
Champagne Socialist. This one,
something like that. Copy of the Times over there. So now it's been repurposed. They've put it out there, and then that's been repurposed, and everyone's talking about it, and they're all going to pile in and start buying where we've been buying quite happily, slightly under the radar.
So the headlines in the thing in the article were, out of all the human beings that are proposing to buy buy-to-let in the next year, a full 25% of them are going to be buying in the Northeast. That was their plan. The Northeast was the headline in the Telegraph was the new buy-to-let capital of the UK. Now, the Northeast is not a town or a city, it is a very big place. I imagine the person that wrote it perhaps maybe hasn't been to the Northeast for a while.
Probably written by someone down in London.
So the question is, tell me more about the Northeast. I mean, it's our favourite place to buy at the moment. We find we come across two types of client, one that says, tell me more, and some who instinctively just get turned off. It's, house prices never go up. It's insert some rude words there, or there's no unemployment's higher, or all these things, and a lot of those things might have been true a decade ago, and that's, I guess, the reason that we were attracted to it about 3 or 4 years ago. I remember doing videos 5 years ago, extolling the virtues of some of the areas in the Midlands, and somebody said, where's next? And we said the Northeast, and named a few different places in the Northeast, but not yet. And about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, we started looking again, and 3 years ago and a bit, we started looking again, and 2 years ago and a bit, we bought some of our first houses up there, and we've been buying strongly up there ever since. Still are now, and it's a mixed thing. It always is. If you get the mass market starting to do the things that you do, that time's running out to buy those bargain properties. But equally, that this news will mean that the prices of the houses we've already bought will be going up. There will be sort of a couple of different waves of it. This is going by past experience. But we have done exactly the same thing that we're doing now in the northeast. I first did it in Northamptonshire, Nottinghamshire,
Stoke,
Derbyshire,
all of South Yorkshire.
Yeah. So what we tend to do is find an area that's going to go up in the next 3-4 years, hopefully get in before everybody else does, and at some point in that period it starts to go up. You can still buy during that period. In actual fact, it's probably the safest and best point now to buy in the northeast, because we took a bit of a punt on it
True.
a couple of years ago. Of course, we were buying houses at rock bottom prices, and now we're probably paying what, £10,000-20,000 more for exactly the same house.
But
they're all
rents
going
have gone up too.
The houses that we bought for 50 grand are now worth 60. If we have to buy a house for 60 now, we're pretty confident it's going to go to sort of 120, 150. That's the kind of numbers that have happened. So yeah, not only do houses in the northeast, will they go, once a house gets to sort of 150-ish, it joins a bit more of the average property market in the UK, and we find that the property prices go up, let's say normally in line with the market. But there's this sweet spot. If you can find it, if you can stomach the risk, there's no it's more risk. If you buy a house before they start to go up, they might languish at that level for, who knows, 6 months, 18 months, 2 years, I don't know, who knows. And that's the risk that we took by buying 2 years ago. Turns out it took about 18 months before we spotted it, and now they're all on the way up. So yeah, double-edged sword. Now is the perfect time to invest in that area.
That's the answer to tell me more about the northeast.
Yeah, I mean, it just is. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah, it's a good time.
A couple of caveats: don't everybody drive to the big cities. It's not don't drive to the middle of Newcastle city centre and say where's the cheap stuff. So when people say the northeast, there's a couple of big cities, 3 or 4 big cities, and you go to those areas into the middle of them, and you'll find a city centre like most city centres. And then there's also nicer areas around
some
it.
nice tourist spots out there, by the coast
absolutely.
and stuff as well.
Yeah. Oh, well, that beach area. I mean, there's some proper fancy stuff up down there, like London-linked pricing homes. But yeah, you wouldn't go to Newcastle and say, show me all the cheap stuff. It's the outlying stuff right in the middle is like any city centre. It's not where the bargain. Oh, we'll still buy there for clients who want just a blue chip, something in the middle of a city centre, but that's not what
some
we're talking
people
about
are put off by it because it's so classed as being so far away. So especially if you live down south, it's travel to Manchester. It's a couple of hours, 2.5, 3 hours, another 2 hours to get over there. But as I said to someone the other day, well, you don't come to the houses that you own in Nottingham ever, so why do you care? You're not going to go to them anywhere.
I'm more surprised about actually how close it is. So from us, we're
lucky, aren't we?
We've got a really good. It takes us long to get to Newcastle as Manchester, because you've got to go around to Manchester and Newcastle. It is a little bit higher up, and it's not just Newcastle. I keep mentioning Newcastle, but so yeah, it's not that much further away at all, and it's a lovely spot. There's human beings living up there and doing work in all sorts of stuff. People from down south in London don't believe that anything exists above Watford Gap, do they? But yeah, there's plenty going on in the northeast. So does that answer? It was just a real simple question. Tell us more about the northeast. There's lots of places up there. It's not just one place. It's a big area. You've got to look at all the opportunities just the same. But as an area, well, the number is the average house price in the northeast is £178,000 compared to £465,000 the rest of the UK. 25% of landlords or would-be landlords who are going to buy next year say they're buying in the northeast. Prices are going to go up, aren't they? Get in now. We've got loads of houses that we can find in the northeast. If you want one, be in touch. We'll take your name down, take your order, go find it. We're finding, fixing and renting houses for clients all the time. Next steps for anybody who wants to do that is join a discovery call.
Come and join us. There'll be a link in the.
We'd still put a link in the thing,
comments below.
Yeah, so comments below in YouTube. There's a little link. Click on it. It takes you to form. You put your name in, and you book your discovery call. We'll get on the call. We'll tell you all the things that you need to know to buy the next house, and get you ready in a position to do that. Whether it's in the northeast or Nottingham or Hull or wherever. But yeah, the northeast was the specific question. So
there we go.
Happy?
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Thanks very much.
Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to subscribe. What are the things? You subscribe?
Liking's good.
Liking. I thought that was Facebook.
Yeah, you can like these ones.
Okay, do that. And the bell. We like the bell. Cheers. Thank you.
See ya.